Okay. Hi. Welcome to another video, and my throat is still scratchy. I'll explain in a second. So, I'm not even gonna go with an intro because this is really interesting. Well, I think it is, and okay, you'll understand. So, I have a friend named Katie Hall. We go to the same school, competed against each other in the Broad Challenge, and she beat me last year, but 2021, I'm gonna beat her back. Anyway, she's like, hey, I joined this online choir called Serenity. Serenity. It's Serenity. I'm pretty sure, right? I'll check before I title this video. Anyway, Serenity, I'm pretty sure it's called. And she's like, oh, it's the singing group, and basically you just send in your part of a song, and the people edit it together, and bada boom, bada bang, put it on YouTube. I'm like, that sounds cool. And so she's like, you want to join? Lindsay's join, Keenan join, Alexis is join, and they all go to our school. And she's like, it's an ISBI invasion. I'm like, sure, whatever, what the heck. So she sent me the links and everything for this app called Team. What was that thing called? Team. Jesus Christ, there we go. Team Talk, that's what it's called. Okay, one of those. Anyway, and so she sent me them last week. Last week, I was like, when the meme was going on, I was in Florida on the highway. Couldn't get in. Frustrated. She's like, okay, there's one more chance for you to get in this Friday, 8 o'clock. Be there, be square. I'm like, cool, okay? So I join. I get the link, I join, and first thing, they can hear me that I'm there. They're like, it says no name, and they, the weirdest thing, it was sorcery. And I mean that in two ways. One, it was all Harry Potter themed. I'll describe that in a second. But two, they could tell when my voiceover was talking on my iPod. It's the weird thing. They keep scrolling. Okay, double tap there. I'm like, what the heck? How do they know? And they're like, I'm talking to you. Me? Yeah, you. Who are you? I'm OT. I'm like, oh, hi. Are you new? I'm like, yeah. Don't ask me what I'm doing. They're like, okay, so go to no name, retire yourself. I put LT Spirit. Boom. And they're like, cool. Okay. So just sit here in the Hogwarts waiting room or whatever and just wait to do a vocal test. Now, the Harry Potter thing. Yeah, I was the coolest. That was probably the coolest thing ever. They had a bunch of different rooms. So, the Soprano 1's on Gryffindor and Soprano 2 on, Hufflepuff. And it was, all these different rooms. You had the boys and girls dormitory, just all the headmaster's office, just a lot of different rooms for, all the different parts. And different singing and different groups to work on their own projects so they can put the song together and have their meeting. I'm like, this is dope. This is the coolest thing. And then I already liked them. The singers, there was three of us, Michaela, Evelyn, and I. And so we're like, what the heck is this? And LT, go get some headphones because it's echoey. And I'm like, okay. I leave for 5 minutes trying to find headphones. I have no clue where my headphones were. And so they just showed me this way to turn an earpiece or whatever, so it wasn't echoing. But yeah, there was a lot of cool kids there. We were hanging out. One of them turned on their Wii system, and they were just hanging out, chill, waiting to do vocal tests. So the three of us, the new kids, and then the ones who are already in the group. So they were just hanging out and stuff. And so I was the third to do my vocal test. And this is where it gets real interesting. One, Katie didn't tell me how crazy those guys are, but good kind of crazy. They were very entertaining. It was the most entertained and confused I've been at the same time on the same day. It was very interesting. Very entertaining. So I go to the vocal test. My friend Katie there. And this other girl, I'm pretty sure it was I'm pretty sure it was a girl, yeah. She went pretty high. I mean, I know there's guys that can hit high notes, but I'm pretty sure it was a girl, yeah. Okay, so they're have you sang in a choir before? I'm like, yes. And, church choir, do you know what you were? Tenor, alto? No, I don't know. Okay, do a voice test. What's a voice test? They're like, yeah, that stuff. I'm like, okay. And they're like, okay, can you sing? I'm like, yeah, what song do you know? I said, someone you love. I'm like, okay, easy enough song. I'm like, going under, and you have to go like, I didn't realize in the song Lil Capaldi goes down and down, up when he sings. So I thought it was just you stay at one octave. I'm going under nerves, and this time I feel there's no one to save me. But apparently it's like I'm going under, and this time I feel there's no one to save me. So you go up, down with each note. Yeah, sort of like that. But yeah. Next time out, pick a better song. So they sent me back to the original waiting room, and in my mind I'm like, can you fail a voice test? I'm like, are you gonna kick me out? Are they gonna say, sorry OT, your services aren't needed, you're complete garbage of singing, have a good night? So they brought me back in the room, they're like, hey, there's a lot of different parts of Serenity. I'm like, really? They're like, yeah, at the beginning of each YouTube video, we have like a spokesperson, like introducing each song, and stuff like that. And then once you know, like, I failed a voice test, they're putting me on the speaker group, and they're like, how would you like to join the monologue group? I'm like, yes, I'll be in the monologue group because I know I'm crap at singing. And they're like, great, welcome to the monologue team, OT. They meet on Zoom. Is that okay with you? Yes, Zoom's easier than Team Talk. I mean, I use it every day for school and Bible study. Yes, it is easier. Thank you, okay? Just thanks for not saying like singing complete crap, because I know it is. But, and like, okay, what's your cell phone number? Boop, boop, give them my cell phone number. And they're like, yeah, we'll get in contact with you. I'm like, cool, OT, you can go for the night. Great, bye. Oh my god. So, I'm like, it was fun. Hanging out in the group area, just the common area, I guess you can call it, like a Harry Potter. Like, just where, they were just, I don't even know why those other kids were there. They were just sort of hanging out there. And hi.
I didn't even feel like to make that much noise.
Okay, then. He's drilling dishes like James Harden's drilling free throws and missing them.
I made mine.
Okay, I made taking shots at James Harden. Anyway, so I don't even know why those other kids were there. I don't know if they would, because we just did voice tests like 3 in a row. So I don't know what those kids like in class. You have to show up to class anyway because it's mandatory, but you already did your work, so you're just sort of sitting and chilling while the other kids do makeup work or something. It's like, that's what my guess is, or I don't know, once they finish the voice test, since I was the third one, they're gonna do some kind of group singing thing. But like what I heard, it's just gonna be one, like a giant hangout group or whatever. So, I don't know what, but those kids were funny as heck. I mean, very entertaining. You had, Lacey, you had, that's about the only name I can remember. Miguel. Yeah, Miguel. You had Addison, you had Sierra, you had Katie and Kaylee, and then Michaela and Evelyn, like I said, who were trying out with me. But yeah, very entertaining. I mean, like they just know each other so well for doing it for so long that they're just friends, and it just attracts you to hang out with them. So that was really cool, and I really like the Harry Potter thing. But yeah, I failed a voice test, and now I'm on the monologue team. Can I get kicked off the monologue team and be school like janitor or something? Like what? Clean up after each Zoom meeting? I mean, is that what I'm gonna get demoted to? So I'm like, Gabby, you should join. She's like, I can't sing. I agree with you. Neither can I, Gabby. Neither can I. Do I regret it? I mean, it worth a shot. I mean, Katie's was expecting me to show up, so I couldn't let Katie down. I mean, she like, in a significant sense, one of my best friends. And, so, I mean, I had to do it. Like, I'm like, okay, like I said I was gonna do it. Katie's expecting me to be there. But, yeah. And, so, that was, very interesting. Very, very interesting. I mean, I don't know what the heck they didn't even tell me what next song they're working on to do. So I don't even know what song I'd be working on if I did make the team. But I mean, Monowal's pretty cool. Like, I've seen one of their videos, what is it? A Million Dreams from The Greatest Showman. Yeah, I watched that. Katie sent me the links and everything. That was pretty cool, their video. And, so, like, yeah, I know that people talk at the beginning and the end, but it was pretty cool. So, yeah, it was, I mean, I'm a little disappointed, honestly, but I mean, I could tell the vocal tests were not going well. They're like, well, that was bad. Anyway, as you can tell, yeah, that was, like, I mean, I've sung in church choir, but church choir, you're young, and everyone's voice is higher pitched, and they just sort of take you because you go to church. But somehow I did make competition choir in 7th grade. I tried out. I made the team. They're like, there's 2 activities in the morning, either student council or competition choir. I pitched student council, never went to one single competition choir meeting. I meant to say I picked student council. I never went to one competition choir meeting. And then I did not do it in 9th grade, 10th grade. I don't even know if my own high school now, actually, I would take me in the freaking choir. Yeah, that's a great I mean, like, they asked me to sing sometimes at church, but I mean, like, sure. But that was a very interesting experience to go through. Now, what kind of stuff are they going to be having me say on the Monowal team? I have absolutely no clue. But I guess I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully, the monologue group is just as chill and cool as the singing group. Because if they are, it's gonna be really cool. I even know there's a girl that's deaf there. But she has like a cochlear implant. But so yeah, she's on the monologue team, and like some other people, I don't know any of them, but or maybe they just had everyone there, the singers and the monologue team, and I was talking to some people on the monologue team, and I just didn't know it. But I don't, maybe, I don't know. But very interesting. That very interesting experience. I never knew I could fail a vocal test, because I'm pretty sure, like, I meant to ask, can everyone, do you just take everyone? Because no one told me about the monologue team. Like, I saw it, I didn't know it was a whole separate team. I thought everyone just sort of sang, and, the monologue was something that one of the singers did. But I guess I like it. More opportunities, because there's so many times in plays or whatever, or concerts or whatever, you have like the singer introducing one of the songs, and then the singer sings the song as well, so they do both things, and that takes an opportunity away from someone else. So, I mean, yeah, that's cool. Looking forward to it. They better not have me say like the whole Declaration of Independence backwards or something. I mean, that can't be as bad as a singing test, but yeah. And so yeah, that's the end of this video. But speaking of Declaration of Independence, I have to mention it is 9/11 and the awful plane crash stuff that happened 19 years ago. Yeah, I wasn't even conceived yet. I mean, that was September of... I just say it was... of course it was September. Of course it was September. Jesus Christ. September 2001. I was born in October 2002. So, yeah. What was I gonna say? Oh, yeah. Rest in peace to those 2,973. 71. I've heard both. My world culture teacher said 2,973, but when I watched the video and it said 2,971. So why don't we just call it 2,972? So we're right in the middle of both that I've heard. But yeah, really tragic accident. 9/11 was, yeah, well, that was very uncomfortable. I just sort of felt like I had to address it, or that's why I sort of put it at the end, so it wasn't awkward through the whole video. But to wrap it up, the takeaways of this: I failed a voice test. I'm on the dialogue team, and it's 9/11. So, yeah. Have a good night, everyone.